Well, hey, WRN, welcome to the Steve Mass requested Killer 30-second commercials webinar. Today, we are going to talk about how well you can create a commercial and how to make them better so that everyone in the group will be able to refer you easier. Remember, how well you create your commercials determines if your prospects are going to consume them or not. Now, here's why it's worth investing your time to create your commercials. Now, you'll notice the first three times the word commercials has been on the screen, the S is underlined. That's for something very important. You should have more than one. We'll get to that. Remember, every marketing tactic you create is going to have some version of your commercials. This is the very basics of what you say about your business, and you can use it and apply it to all of the other marketing tactics that you use. We're going to go through 8 things that are going to make your commercials better and make you a better networker. The first, did you know that hello, my name is killing your business for one very important reason? You see, everyone pretty much begins their elevator story, their commercial with hello, my name is. And what happens is that when you hear the same thing over and over and over again, your subconscious thinks, you know, I've heard this before. I don't need to be here for this. And it checks out and walks down the hall and does other things that are important for your body. For example, this is one of the reasons why when you're in the shower, sometimes you'll have a great idea. You're there lathering your, shampooing your hair, and you'll have a great idea. That's because your subconscious checked out. And we don't want people to check out. When you have one person after another saying, hello, my name is, people won't hear you. And that's why people can't remember your name. Number 2, 3 comments about writing your commercial in advance, printing it out, and reading it. Do it. This shows you're preparing in advance. And some people will say, oh my gosh, look at Steve Mass. He's reading his commercial. He prepared in advance. I wish I was as good at this as Steve. I should probably get him some business. Whatever you do, don't wing it. That you'll always forget something, and we want to make sure that you've got everything in there, all the information that everybody needs. Third thing, you need a call to action. We're listening to your commercial. Please tell us what to do next. Remember, everyone's listening to radio station WIIFM. That stands for What's in It for Me. They want to see what is in it. Why am I paying attention? Just like any ad that you listen to on the radio or watch on television or read in a publication, that headline is going to capture your attention, and then you're going to see who it is. So remember, they're all listening and watching to see what's in it for them. Now, free stuff is good, or you need that call to action. Free stuff is good, but it doesn't have to be free. It can be a great sale. It can be something that they just can't not live with. When you're giving your call to action at the end, use active words like reserve your space at our event, subscribe to our newsletter, grab this special on the back amigo. Now, if you'd like a whole list of action words, send me an email. It'll be on its way. My email address is right there on the screen, Hank at Yuloff Creative. See what I did there? I gave you a call to action. I gave you an offer. If you'd like a bunch of action words and active words, send me an email and I'll send that list off to you. Here are a couple of calls to action that we use. We use our books. We'll put up in different webinars and events, which one of our books would you like? We also use our podcast, the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We use being a guest on that radio show as a call to action. By the way, if you'd like to be on it, just send us information. So what is your call to action? What are your calls to action? Many of you have several of them. Number 4 is body language. When we're in person, a few simple rules. Hands not in your pocket. Don't lean on the chair. Don't cross your feet. You want your feet about shoulder width apart. Speaking straight out to your audience. Hold that microphone and make sure you are speaking into the microphone so that everyone hears you. When we're virtual, the same thing applies. Look at the picture on the far left. Her name is Kay Suthar, and she runs the Uncensored Society podcast, which is amazing. She shows up great in her Zoom box. The other two were actually cut from Zooms that Sharon and I were on. Someone just put on her sunglasses instead of closing the blinds, and the other one, well, just kind of showed up. Number 5, lighting and sound make a big difference. You don't want the lighting behind you because then people can't read your lips. They can't see the expressions on your face. You don't want it to be really busy in your background because then they pay attention to that. You may want to have as plain a top or shirt as you can. The picture at the bottom, look at that. Red captures your attention. There's not a lot in the background, and the lighting is in front of her at about a 45-degree angle above her. The other part of sound is the microphone. Most of us use the microphone on our laptop, which are better than they used to be. The microphone that you see on the screen is one that Sharon and I use. It's called a Snowball. They're around $40. You can get them in a number of different places. Your microphone will make a big difference in how you sound. Something very important, we have someone in our group, Demetrios. I would suggest you have a chat with him or take lessons from him on how you sound and how you show up in your box. He's an amazing resource and he's really affordable. Now, your fortune is in your follow-up. Oh my gosh, some of you saw Michael Goldstein show up on your screen and you already heard it, didn't you? You expect it when you see him. Every time he does his commercial, yep, all together, accidents, accidents, accidents. And the last part of that is your fortune is in your follow-up. This means never give up your time by saying something like, oh, you all know what I do. Consider every time you give her your commercial part of the follow-up that you are doing with prospects. Everyone in WRN and our extended network are your prospects. And the sad part is most people only make 3 contacts and then stop. We don't want to do that because as the line at the bottom says, most sales are made on that 5th to 12th contact. All right, so far, we've talked about everything but the words that go into your commercial. Let's get to that. Number 7, you get 52 words. Why? Well, the preamble to the United States Constitution has 52 words, and I've always thought if they could describe our country in just 52 words, I think we can all do that for our company. And here's the mathematical equation. 52 words plus the words you need in your call to action equals about a 30-second commercial. And that's what we're given, and that's what you're given most of the places. So try and get that into 52 words. How are you going to do it? Stay tuned and let's talk about it. By the way, here's a 52-word commercial that Sharon and I use. It's 52 words for the top section, and then we have a call to action at the bottom. So see, there's a lot of words that you can use in there. It's more than you think, and your goal is to narrow it down and make it succinct so that it works. All right, here's the format for your commercial. It comes in 4 steps. Now, you're going to be getting in your email a document that's going to help you put this all together. So watch for that. The first step, capture attention. Remember, we don't start with, hi, my name is. We're going to start with one of 4 things, either a question. How often do you spend more than 5 minutes to find a file on your computer? Well, that should make you think of Dr. Catherine Macy. Or a statement. Studies show that a great headshot ensures you're making the best impression possible. Well, that makes you think of Julie. Or a quote. Advertising agency legend David Ogilvy once said that promotional products are the best way to put your logo right into somebody's hand. You know, that would make you think of Mary Johnson. Now, if you want a story in that 52 words, again, a great time to talk to Dimitri. He will show you how to use stories because that is his thing. The second step, now you introduce yourself. You've caught our attention. Now tell us who you are. Because if you capture our attention, we snap back into watching and we want to know, all right, how can I make that happen for me? So you might want to do the simple one. My name is, and I am the X for the group, or you can see one that I have on the screen that we use. In the second one where it says, my name is Hank Yuloff and the small business owners that find us, I am calling out our target audience. So you can use this to let us know who your target audience is. Next step, offer a benefit to working with you. Why do we care? Remember, radio station WIIFM, what's in it for me? So tell us why. Look, in this case, not only does our payroll department have a 99.99999% accuracy rate, but we provide better employee benefits. So now that would make you think of Sarah, right? Or you can tell us who a good referral is, either in general, like this one for Steve Mass. Today's meeting, looking to meet renters who'd rather own and who are planning now for rates that'll be run. Or you can give us a very specific business of someone that you'd like to meet. Today, I would like to meet, and then give us the name in person. Hopefully, one of us will know that person and we can connect you. Now, the fourth step, we already talked about this. That's tip number 3, your call to action. Tell us what you want us to do next. All right, using this example, here's how we can all be better tippers. Actively listen to other members' commercials. Leave your camera on so that we know you're watching and listening to everybody else. Take notes. Ask yourself, who do I know that would be a fit for this commercial that I'm hearing? The third, make a pledge to yourself and the group to pass at least 4 tips each month. And then take responsibility to make sure that you do it. And I find that regularly looking at our roster, top to bottom, puts everyone in the group in mind. We're going to be the top tipper for the 2nd year in a row this year. This is how we've done it. So last step, watch for this commercial planner in your email. It's going to take you through the 4 steps. You can write it out. If you would like our help to refine it, fill out the form and just send it to our email address, info@yuloffcreative. Oh, look, there's one more call to action. We will help you put this together, and that'll make it better for next year. All right, everybody, it's been great. I'm Hank Yuloff, your business coach in the group. Remember, if everything happens for a reason, be the reason things happen.